Kansas City's classic rock station, 101 The Fox. Good morning. Slacky with you here, 576-77FX. May 15th, starting at 10 a.m. at the New Century Air Center in Gardner, the Armed Forces Day celebration will be taking place. Friends in the Service of Heroes organization is planning an amazing event, and I'm here to talk a little bit about it with Mr. Paul Chappa from FISH. First of all, Paul, welcome back, buddy.
Thank you, Slacker. Always good to be back with you.
There's going to be a big event, of course, on May 15th, but really, the event starts the day before. Tell us a little bit about that.
That's right. Yes, we have a gentleman coming in from Houston by the name of Daniel Flores. Daniel was involved in Operation Enduring Freedom, 2006 to 2007. He retired as a chief warrant officer for flying Apaches. There was a movie that was made about his experience in the Korengal Valley. You can watch the movie on Netflix, on Apple TV. It's called Above the Best. And that movie is based on the book that he wrote called South of Heaven, his year in Afghanistan. And oh, my goodness, Slacker, this gentleman's story is just truly, truly amazing. So inspiring. You know, it was a 3.5 hour battle that he was involved in. And one of those soldiers that was on the ground, Terry Best, is going to be coming in from Oregon to also talk about his experience in that battle. So we're going to do a little Q&A before the movie starts at 6:30 p.m. We're going to show this at the B&B Theater on 135th, just west of 69 Highway. It is free to the public, and seats are limited because obviously we want to keep everyone safe. I mean,
sure.
It is what it is. And so we're really excited to have Daniel and Terry come into town, show the movie, share their story, and then on the following day, they will also be at Armed Forces Day as well.
We talked about this before, but Armed Forces Day, May 15th, at the New Century Air Center is going to be huge, and it continues to get bigger. One of the largest celebrations in our nation, and there'll be live bands, lots of food trucks, a whole lot more. So we want to make sure that everybody gets there, but there is really a lot of things that will be taking place starting at 10 a.m.
We're really grateful to all the service branches. I mean, they're really supporting this event like you wouldn't believe. I had a gentleman tell me that this is probably one of the only events, Armed Forces Day events in the 16-state area that he's aware of. So we're really grateful for all the tremendous support. We'll have a Blackhawk there. We're going to have a Chinook, an A-10 scheduled to be there as well. The Special Forces Black Dagger skydiving team is going to be jumping out of a Chinook that day. This is what FISH is all about. Serving those veterans and their families as best we can. We're going to be presenting a service dog to a young man named Jeremy Miller. Jeremy Miller, you might know that name. That young man walked across America from California, finishing in Arlington. Along the way, we helped set him up with people to stay with and this and that. Jeremy's going to be receiving his service dog, Richie, named after World War II Airman Richard Youngins, who flew 25 missions on the B-17 and the B-24. Richard will be there in person, so we're excited about that. But then also, there's another gentleman that is in the Kansas City area that is just an incredible story. He's disabled, loves to be outdoors and this and that, and we're going to surprise him with an all-terrain track chair.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's going to be so much fun. That'll be a life changer for him. But the Army's sending 3 bands, the brass band, the jazz band, the pop band. Local musician Damian Gunn is going to be performing, and Phil Vandal from St. Joe's coming in as well. Phil, an extraordinary musician. I mean, he was on the USO tour for, I think, 2 years. And, Phil's stories are just unbelievable. He understands what serving our veterans is all about. But the theme for Armed Forces Day this year is Salute, Recruit, and Retain. We have all the services coming in with their recruiters and all the fun stuff. I heard that the Air Force is bringing this state-of-the-art trailer where the kids can jump in there and fly like different planes and this and that. The Marines, bless their heart, they're bringing in a 20-foot blow-up drill instructor and a bunch of other toys. But we're going to have all kinds of equipment, both new and some older, some vintage military equipment, a lot of events for the kids. What this is all about, Slackers, is showing our military and their families here in the community that their service is important, it matters, and it always will. We're grateful for their service. So, hopefully everyone will come out. We have a lot of room. The address, to be specific, is 260 South Gardner Drive there in New Century. So come on out and join us.
So for people who want to come out, Paul, what do they need? Is there a cost? Do they need to get tickets? What's the situation?
It is free to the public. Just
That's
come
awesome.
on out. I get there early because we are expecting a very significant crowd. So we'll have buses transporting people from the various parking lots that we have. Olathe Ford has been kind enough to give us some vehicles as well so we can transport individuals. So I would get there as early as possible because it's going to be an extraordinary day and you don't want to miss it.
Well, we will see you at Armed Forces Day, May 15th, starting at 10 a.m. at the New Century Air Center. Paul Chapa from FISH, Friends in the Service of Heroes. Our guest this morning, brother. It is always a pleasure, and we'll see you there.
Thanks, Lacker. Take care.
Love your show. Keep it up.
I love listening to you. Thank you for what you do for our country.
On 101 The Fox.